Hello. Say hi, Ann.
Hi guys.
How are you? So it snowed. Let me turn that you guys can see. It is snowed a little bit, not much, just a little bit. So we are going to somewhere with Ann, and we are going to answer some of your questions here in a little bit. But first of all, we want to show you a little bit of snow. It's snowing, but when you go to the road, our roads are clean. They are cleaned up for the safety of everything. So see, the snow is pulled to the side, but the road is clear, so you don't have to worry about driving in bad weather. So I want to thank you for watching that video that we did with Ann. I also want to thank you for subscribing to our YouTube channel and just the support. So there were so many questions that were asked about her process and everything, and we're going to try and talk about some of them. And if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, kindly consider subscribing. Like the video. I normally tell you it doesn't cost you much to like the video. Just click the, you know, that thumb thing. It helps the video. And then make a comment, ask a question. It doesn't matter. So Ann, what's the first question?
Oh, the first question is, someone was asking, I think her name is Jury. How long does it take? How long it takes between verification of the KCSE and the time you booked appointment? Did you pay for them for the interview again? No, for the interview you don't book. They set a date for you. When you get your 2NL, they set a date for you.
And then let me take you back. So when you get your 2NL, what does it have so that they can know like what to expect?
Okay.
What are the requirements?
The 2NL is most detailed on the interview date, the location of the interview. It's give you the embassy that you chose when you're filling the DS260 where you wanted to be interviewed. And also it gives you details more about what to carry during the day of the interview, what to accept, what you're gonna get during the interview, what the amount of money you should have, and then it also tells you where to go for your medicals, and most of it tells you about the verification of the KCSE certificates, and I think most of the things they are always included in the 2NL, but they are also even during the application. You see them even during the application of the DS260.
So they tell you what to do.
Yeah. And
you don't have to book for any interview.
You don't book for the interview. They are the ones who specifically give you a date.
Yeah. And just to maybe emphasize on that, when you go to the website travel.state.gov, you only get your 2NL when a visa is available.
Yeah.
So that's why you have to wait. So Ann, can you tell us, please, how long you had to wait after you won your green card to get your 2NL?
Yeah, I filled my green card in 2020, and I checked the result on May 2021. I filled my DS260 at July, and I got my 2NL in April 2022.
So you got it. So it took a whole year.
Yeah, it took a whole year. Yeah.
I don't know if you can remember your case number. Everybody is asking for your case number. But it must have been like a higher case number.
It wasn't,
or maybe it was in
higher.
The middle.
It wasn't that higher. They don't have a particular format that they do, so that you get, because the hours it was like the earlier you submit your DS260, locate you for an interview date. Okay. Yeah. So mine, I took long to submit my DS260 because I didn't have my daughter's passport. Okay. And it took a while. But there are people who had a higher number than mine, and they got the interview date before me.
Good. Yeah. So let's talk a little bit more about the verification, because you had to verify. So what were you verifying And how much did you pay, and how many times did you pay? And do you think that you were supposed to pay those so many times?
Yeah, I was not supposed to pay the twice. It is only done once. Because when you pay once, they are the ones who said the verification results to the embassy. The neck now, they take your results to the embassy. They said them, but when I went to the interview, they said they can't find mine. I don't know what happened. Maybe
it got lost somewhere.
Because the Kenyans' names, and they said they had a very backlog. They were so busy. You remember, this was the year that they were like starting working because of the after COVID, they were not there.
After COVID,
so
right?
Nairobi embassy had a backlog. They said they were so busy.
Okay.
So we expected such things, and I had to go back and verify my KCSE, which I was not supposed to, but I had to because I'm the one who needed the visa. Yeah.
You were the one who needed the visa.
Yeah, if
okay,
they tell
that's
you to
good.
do something, you have to.
Yeah.
You follow what they say.
Yeah.
And the procedure to get to go to verify. Then the NEC has their website.
So what do you have first before you start verifying? You must have
you have to have your 2NL.
Yes, and then when you're going to verify, what are you verifying? What are they verifying?
They're verifying whether the certificate is genuine.
Or it's not fake.
Yeah.
So that Form 4 certificate.
Yeah, they are verifying whether it's a genuine certificate.
And I also think that it is gonna still apply for those people who have degrees and you know, all those educational documents. So you have to verify. That's what we are talking about.
Yeah, you have
because
to
there was a
verify
question.
the
There was a question about this lady who asked if she can apply for the DV lottery when she reached Form 2. You can, but you must have a qualifying work experience. But most of the time, it doesn't work. So the best is to do the application. You have that Form 4 certificate, or you have a 2-year experience, and if you do not have that, then claim your spouse.
Yeah.
Feel with your husband or your wife forever.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's the next question, Anne?
Okay, the next question is the dad's consent. So many people ask about the consent, especially the single moms.
Oh yes, and the single dads too.
Yeah, the single dads. So about the consent, here in the US, you have to be allowed to come because they don't want to have cases that like you kidnapped the baby and maybe you ran away from your husband and you kidnapped the baby and you came to the US. So they have to be very, very sure that you have the consent from the dad to travel, to migrate to the baby in the US. Yeah, because the green card is a permanent residence visa. So when you come to the US and you maybe they can't allow you to come to the US without the dad's consent or a court, like a custody letter. What I did when I was given the yellow paper to get the custody of my daughter's dad's consent, which I didn't have, and maybe you don't know the whereabouts of the dad.
Yeah, which is very very common.
Yeah. So what happens? You get a custody letter from your lawyer, and then you send to them. Most of the time you'll be asked to send, and if you know you haven't gone for your interview, prior to your interview you should have it. Just
So you
go
should
with
have
that.
it.
Yeah, have it. Whether the dad is not there or not, and you're not together, if you they only need like written documents. They only need proof.
Yeah. So you are saying that let's assume it's, for example, it's a person. The dad has never been in the picture, or maybe the birth certificate has got your name or whatever. So you can go to a lawyer and get something to show that that child is your whole responsibility or whatever. Because they want to know. Some of them were saying consent, others were saying custody or whatever. It doesn't matter. What you need is a written document from a lawyer or from a court to verify that that child, you are the sole owner of the kid. So that's very, 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 very important.
That's true.
And I'm glad that you emphasized on that, because most people are like, that question always comes up. All the time it does come up. So what's the next question?
The next question is about the high school education, which she answered. and about my case number. My case number was not that high. It was 6,517.
That was low.
Yeah, it's our low case number. But according to what I said earlier, the earlier you submit your DS260, it doesn't matter. You still get your interview date earlier, even if you have a high case number. So the advantage is how the earlier you submit your DS260, the earlier you get your interview date.
Yeah. So it's important to look at those timelines. It's very, very important to look at the timelines. Do we have another question?
Yeah, there's someone who asked about traveling around. Traveling around, as when you win green card and you can fill as a family. If you fill the green card as a family, you're supposed to submit DS260 for each and every person in that family. So when even the interview, you have to go to the interview. Even if you not travel the same day, you have to go with your family to the interview, and you have already submitted your DS260. Then you can travel alone, and then later come for them, but not later than the 6 months.
Yeah, so they give you 6 months. So there is no way, like maybe the man has that you have filled out as a family, and then if you don't have enough money and you want to process your own DS260, is it possible, Anne, for you to like leave your family out, or is it a family thing?
It's a family thing. You have to do it together.
Yes.
You fill the DS260 together. You go for the medicals together, and you go for the interview together.
Yes.
Traveling is the only way you can come separate.
Yeah, that's the only thing that they give you a leeway. And what happens, if I can add to that, is that when you win a green card, now like Anne, her name is the one that won. You are the primary applicant. You're the DV1. Her daughter is DV2, or if she had a husband, the husband would be DV2. Like in our case, I was DV1, my husband was DV2, and the kids, so Eric was DV3, Christine was DV4. So it's like that. So that, apart from the primary applicant, the next persons are called derivatives. So they are benefiting from your win. And that is why Anne is saying that it's a family thing. So you cannot leave your family behind. It doesn't work like that. So do you have
told you are abandoning your family.
They will say you are abandoning your family. You can't abandon your family here. It's serious business. Family is serious. You can't abandon your family.
Someone asked about the next procedure. It's a website.
The what?
Yeah, they asked about the KCSE procedure.
Oh,
how you go about it.
Okay.
They have NEC has a website. It is QMIS NEC .ac.ke.
Can you repeat that again, please?
Yeah, it's QMIS .ke dot nec. Sorry, let me do it again. It's QMIS .ke .ac.ke, and then you create an account. You select the confirmation. You fill the required details, and then you have scanned your certificate. You upload it, and then you submit it.
Okay, so she has told you the website. So you'll scan your document and then you submit it. Now, I have a question for you, Anne. Do you submit it before you win the DV lottery or after you win the DV lottery?
After you win the DV lottery and after you get your 2NL.
Okay. So I hope that's clear, guys, because we don't want you guys to start verifying your documents even before you have won the green card. That one, don't do that. Actually, normally my recommendation is you start doing a lot of processes after you have gotten your 2NL, because you're sure. Now do preparation. Yes, have savings and all that, but do not start doing verification. Do it. They give you enough time. What was the time before you got your 2NL and go into the interview?
2NL.
What was the time frame?
Yeah, it was around 4 months.
It was around 4 months.
Yeah.
That's a good time, right?
Yeah.
Because if you didn't have a passport, you'll get it. If you didn't have haven't verified your stuff, you will get it, and all that.
Yeah.
So do we have another question? Maybe you can look at the questions on the comment section.
Okay, let me check.
Yeah. So we are going to security office right now. We're just going back to get some more information that we needed. And we wanted to show you that it was snowing now. But look at our highway. It's very, 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 very clean. Because they clean it up for us. But when you look at the sides, it's a little bit snowy. It didn't snow much, but it's a little bit snowy. So that's how it is. And I hope that you guys are getting a benefit and knowing that it's doable. Doesn't matter whether you are single. You can do it. You can be able to process your own DV lottery. You can be able to pay your own air ticket. And you can live in the US, guys. You know, it's a good thing, guys. It's a really, really, really good thing. So, do you have any other questions, Anne? Them around. So we are exiting one highway and we are going to go to another highway here in a little bit. You have to look at the road. So we are in a different highway here and we are going to exit again. I think we're exiting on exit 10. I normally follow my phone, guys. I normally follow my phone.
Most of the questions we answered.
So we've answered most of your questions, guys.
They are all like the same questions.
Keep on watching our videos and keep on giving us the support. If you have any other question that you want to ask Anne, especially if you're a single mom, a single dad, put it on the comment section. This is just a feedback for the video. So it will be up in 1 or 2 days. I'm gonna set it up. Remember, tomorrow I am going to do a live show. It's gonna be noon here in the US, and I believe it's gonna be 9 p.m. in Africa. So stay tuned. Come with your questions. If you have any question that you wanna ask about,
Ask about police clearance.
Oh, the police clearance certificate.
Yeah.
So where did you get? Had you ever traveled outside the US before?
No,
Before you won your DV lottery?
No, I had it, but if you had to get, if you were outside the country for more than 6 months, you had to go with the police clearance for that country. And from Kenya, you just get the police clearance from the police station.
Oh, you guys got from the police station?
Yeah, from the
wow, that's easy.
And it is in the web, you book online.
Oh wow!
You go online? Yeah, and you go get your fingerprints. It is not that complicated.
So it's very, very, very easy.
Yeah.
And that's good, guys. You know, I normally tell you that it's good to get up-to-date information from someone who has applied for their DV lottery right now.
Yeah.
Because if you have, like for me, it was 8 years ago. That's a long time, and I know so many things have changed. Because in our time, I do remember that we were doing our application in. Actually, we walked in. We didn't even have, but when we walked in, there was a long queue. You know what I mean? So it took us a while. So they made things easy for people, right?
Yeah, they made it easy for
What about the passport? How did you?
Even the
you said
passport,
you had yours, but you didn't have for LC.
Yeah, even for the passport, you do it online.
Okay.
Yeah, you book online, and they schedule a date to go take your fingerprints, to take you the photo. Yeah, and then you wait for it to be processed. Again, they'll send you a message to go and pick from the poster. You won't go and queue at the immigration offices.
So that's really, really good.
Yeah.
So guys, don't forget to subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you on my live show tomorrow. Thank you, and God bless you.